What is going on, everybody? This is John with First Direct. I wanted to reach out to everybody and just ask a question and see if there was anybody out there who, specifically is dealing with, the door-to-door industry. Obviously, this year has been pretty tough for a lot of businesses that are out there in general. And while we've been fortunate enough to grow, I certainly wanted to make sure that we are providing every opportunity out there for any other company that is looking to grow, that isn't quite hitting what they're trying to get done, not quite hitting their sales goals. Things have changed. There's paradigms that have changed. They're trying to pivot, trying to figure it out. One of the things that we know is if you get the data right, it's going to impact everything else downstream from that, because while cash flow is the lifeblood of your business, data is the DNA. It tells you about your customers. It gives you their contact information. It tells you their spending habits, their buying habits. We have audience insight reports that gives us a full spectrum of all of that stuff. And then we can make sure that the list that you buy actually makes the most sense for your current needs. With that, I did want to say, for anybody that's in the door-to-door industry, if you or yourself, or anybody else that is in the door-to-door sales arena, by all means, please go ahead and tag and share them to this as well, because I wanted to quickly take just a couple of minutes to talk about some of the options that are out there. So there's a few things that we can do. Number one, it depends on the simplicity, and obviously depends on the budget overall. So one of the most simplest things that we can do, it's what we do day in and day out here at First Direct, and that's making sure that you have the right list. It can be as simple as a contact list. And what is that? Well, we have a account system that has 19 different databases on it. And depending on what information you are looking for, you can get name, address, phone number, or email address. And out of the phone numbers, we can actually go find wireless information for those as well as the landline information too. There's certain portions of that information we can also validate, like the email addresses. So if you have an email campaign, one of the toughest things to do is to make sure that it even gets to the inbox, make sure that it's actually not in the junk mailbox. And there's a lot of factors that go into that. How many links, how many are in the email, how many attachments are in the email, what type of server is it coming from? Is the server flagged? Has the server been sending? Has it been a good one that's been sending for a long period of time? There's a lot of things that people try to do to game the system, but in reality, it pays to go with a system that has been used ethically, that has been used legally, and that has a good reputation. And that's exactly what we're able to do. One of the things in the email systems that we have is not just that delivery system, but specifically for our list, is we can verify the last activity date there as well. So if you're not able to go door to door anymore, there's ways that we can make sure that you have a high deliverability of your marketing message to that person. That is a great way in order for you to be able to take advantage of what you have available. One of the other things, obviously, within that, you can go ordering a list, and you can do it neighborhood by neighborhood. And I'm sure you probably already have some version of that already. And sometimes if you're willing to knock on the door, maybe you just got to start doing calls. Now, again, I don't have a landline at the house. All I have is my cell phone number. And so that's one of the things that we can go, and what I suggest doing is doing a wireless append, where we can go find the wireless number for you to start calling. Now, obviously, a lot of people don't always like getting phone calls late at night or anything like that. And so there's always that. But if you can run through the numbers, if you're willing to run through the numbers of knocking on doors, I assume you'd probably be willing to run through the numbers of getting on the phone as well. So that's an option. Well, and that's one of the simple solutions. One of the more complex solutions that we have for you is, while we do encourage an integrated approach where you might be sending them a mailer and calling them and also hitting them digitally, is a little bit more tailored to what it is. So we still get access possibly to the wireless phone number and the wireless device itself, meaning that we can draw what's called a polygon around a certain area and do what's called geofencing. And so for a certain period of time, we can actually go neighborhood by neighborhood, and you can do a canvas of the neighborhood and actually lift the mobile device data out of it, where you can get it delivered directly to you. So even though I have a mobile phone number that is a Colorado area code, you can still find my device where I live at here in Omaha and actually either get the information to be able to call or to reach out to me, Or you can start delivering ads in an awareness campaign or a direct to consumer campaign to actually have them purchase right there, or to simply call you or have an awareness campaign. Say, hey, I'll be calling you here in the next few weeks. Please be expecting my call. That way, whether you're doing solar, whether you're doing real estate investing or insurance or anything like that, whatever else you might do from a door-to-door perspective, you can actually get directly into their mobile device and deliver ads in the apps that they're already using, whether that's the weather app or anything else. So that's one of the more sophisticated solutions that we have. And certainly it's going to cost more, but what is the cost to make sure that you have the right data and that you're getting in front of the right people who you know are the right buyers for your product? In some cases, you will have to just simply get a list and run through the numbers. In other cases, we can actually select out different pieces of information to make sure we're delivering an ad to a person that makes the most sense, which means we increase the return on the investment dollars that you have. We increase the likelihood of the sale by making sure we select the right type of buyer first. That also just deals, number one, from our perspective, being a data person and being able to translate this information to you. It also is incumbent upon you as the business owner, the salesperson, and the marketer to know your clientele. Who is your ideal customer? We also offer solutions in that regard, whether it's a digital audience or one of the databases we have where we can build an audience insight report and tell you exactly who it is that you're looking for, what type of people they are, where they buy. We can also show you exactly where they actually spend the most time. We can deliver connected TV ads, which means whether they're on Hulu, whether they're on any other devices that they plug into their TV or even their smart TV itself. There's some applications that they very well cannot skip through the ad that might be there, and they're not willing to pay enough money. Again, myself with Hulu, we have one of the basic subscriptions to Hulu. That means we have to watch ads occasionally on there. You could be the next person, and we can make sure that we're selecting each right person. So if there's 10,000 people in one small area that you're looking at, we can actually select out just the 1,000 people that are there that meet your criteria and deliver those ads to you. Rather than trying to send a mailer to 10,000 people, we can just send a very highly targeted ad to 1,000 or 100, depending on what it is for your criteria. Those are the sophisticated solution. That's why we always come back to the idea, whether it's a simple list or something more sophisticated, do you have the right list? Do you have the right data? With the great input in, it makes sure that you have a greater return on your marketing dollars down the road. And certainly we can help you with those execution channels as too. So with that, I just want to say, if you're in the door-to-door industry, I hope, or if you know anybody that is, I hope you can tag them, share that. That way there's at least some information. Hey, if you're struggling at all with it, we want to help you grow and to get it figured out. One of the things that you should be doubling down on right now, whether you're you yourself have been hit hard, or if you're still just growing in general, one of the best things that you could do for your company is to double down on the sales and marketing, and specifically for us, the data that goes into that. So reach out to me, John. I put in the description below my email and my phone number. You can call, you can text, you can email me, whatever you would like. Just reach out to me. I'm available for you 24/7. If you have any questions at all, I'm here for you. Let's get after it. Let's make 2021 the best possible year, even for the traditional door-to-door industry. I'm here for you. All right. Take it easy, guys.